Live. Good evening, everyone. Here we are again, Thursday webinar time. In case you don't know us, I'm Tina, and been in network marketing for, say, about 4 years, I guess. Well, like really getting into it. Well, about 4 years. Anyway, I was working for a few companies. One company I did that was my my passion. I had a lot of passion for that company. Unfortunately, things didn't work out in the end. But I did build a good team, made some good money in there and in that business. And anyway, kind of dabbled in a little bit more, did a little kidnapping, and it didn't really get into actually getting into trying to actually build another business. So we found some good platforms to learn from, and with tons of tools and training. So this is what we're getting into now, and I'm happy to be in this and to be able to help people, because I know what it's like to struggle, and so does Kristen. And anyways, in February, I'll be 47. I've got 4 grown kids, 5 grandkids, married 20 years, and now we just have little dogs at home. So it's just me, my husband, and our 3 dogs here now. So now it's your turn, Kristen.
Hey everyone, so I know a lot of you know who I am and some of you don't. I'm Kristen, and I have 2 beautiful children that are grown. I have an empty nest and it stinks. I was in nursing for 15 years, loved it, took the career because I care deeply about people. I was in a bad car accident back in 2000 that actually I ended up having to have back surgery in 2009. I had a 3-level spinal fusion. So half my back is fused. I can't do what I was doing. So that's when I got into a different career. But while I was in nursing, I was doing home parties and really enjoyed it. I really built a successful business with Petra Fashions. And actually just started selling stuff for my babysitter, and I was bringing her like $1,000 orders a week from the nurses. And she said, Kristen, why aren't you selling? Why aren't you doing this? And I said, oh, I don't know, I don't have time. And she's like, what do you mean you don't have time? You're already doing parties. Why don't you sell it? Well, I started selling it and got really big into it, and that company shut down. It just, I don't know, it was heartbreaking. So then I started, I built a really big Avon business. And again, I was selling to nurses at hospice. And so like I said, I had back surgery and I had to stop doing that because you have to deliver your orders and, round them up and get the money. And I don't know if anyone sells Avon or has, but when you get your order, it's sent to your house and it's not separated. It's all piled in boxes. So I couldn't lift those boxes anymore. And I had to take a break, and that's when I got online and I got on marketing attraction. And I started with Gemnora. That was their therapeutic creams and bath salts. I started to really build my business. Then within 2 months, I had 60 people in my downline. And we were on a call one night and got told that our company was being shut down. I was like, well, what is this with companies being shut down? That's when I knew I really had to invest in myself, invest in my mindset, my vision, and my goals. And I had a lot of skills that I needed to work on. So, I found myself struggling. Before Gemnora, I couldn't figure out how to get things going. And when the company shut down, that just gave me time to really invest. And it really is hard to build that authority online if you don't know what you're doing. I was spamming myself, and that is just not the way to do it. My profile looked horrible. So that's why Tina and I are here, and we're here to talk about branding and how, branding yourself is how you really start your business, because you really want to learn how to get yourself out there. So that's what this webinar is all about. So Tina,
you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen and pop in anytime.
Okay.
Let's see. Oops. What is all that racket?
Oh, I was dragging my coffee mug on my desk. I didn't want to spill it. I'm sorry.
That's okay. This is our first screen here. This is supposed to do this, and then that. I was supposed to do that in the beginning. So we're like she said, we're going to be talking about branding. So in this webinar, we're going to be covering how do you brand yourself in the correct way? How should my social media profile look like? Really think about what others want to know you by. How do I find my target audience once I have branded myself? And then we'll do some questions and answers. And we can do questions and answers throughout the whole thing. There is a chat box on the side. Go ahead and post your questions in there, and we will get to them.
It's blank.
What's blank?
Okay, go ahead.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it. There should be some writing on the left-hand side, but go ahead.
Yeah, I have it to where it's, once I click it, it'll start popping up.
Oh, okay.
So it says you cannot hang out with negative people and expect to live a positive life. And that's so true, because negative people, I mean, you are what you hang out with, right? Negative people will bring you down, and you will start to feel that ugliness inside. So one way to start branding yourself is to always be positive, and always be helpful to others. And don't entertain drama, whether it's on your page or if it's on someone else's page. I know that I've seen a lot of people, and this is what'll happen, this, just from experience and watching people, because I'm very much a people watcher. When you find, say, someone's posting a bunch of drama, and you get yourself into the comments and into their drama space, and you get yourself involved in talking negatively, other people will post, even if you don't know them, they will click on your profile, and they will go see what you're all about. And when you're looking for business partners and stuff like that, people are not going to want to work with people like that, honestly. They don't want people like that under them, above them, with them, beside them. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I hope that made sense. I mean,
Well, it does, because it makes perfect sense, because when you get caught up in other people's posts, especially negative, it shows up in other people's news feeds, and it says Tina commented on Kristen's post. So You're going to say, oh, well, I wonder what that was about. And they're going to click on it, and they're going to see. So you really need to be careful what you're commenting on and liking.
Right. And if people are looking for a business, and they're looking for, someone to join under, you know, and you've got the business that they want, and then they see you and they see the opportunity, like, oh, I've been looking for that business and that girl has it, and then they go and look at your page, or they see you commenting negative stuff, cussing and, you know, just ranting and raving, they're going to say, nope, I don't want to be with that person. So be careful what you put out there. Anyway, that's what we're getting at. So why is branding important? I think this one you put up here. So if you want to.
Okay. Branding is all about who you are. Okay. So, you know, who do you want? Okay. The next one says, you know, branding is how people see you. And branding is all about you and how you want people to see you and know you by. Okay. When you're a positive person and you impact other people's lives and you do what you say you're gonna do, you end up becoming that true, honest person. So branding shows others that you're a true, honest person, and they start to like and trust you. Without that, you don't have anything. People aren't going to join you if they don't know, like, and trust you. Okay. You know, branding shows that you're a positive person. Everything that you do on social media stays out there. So be that positive person. And you need to follow people who are real and trustworthy. So, you know, you need to pay attention to who you're following. You need to follow successful people, because when you end up following successful people and you start following in their past, you know, that's part of branding too. You know, those people that are successful are branding themselves. So if you're not sure how to exactly do it, follow successful people, and you know, you will start to catch on as you read posts, watch videos, that sort of thing.
Right. Yes, integrity is huge.
Exactly.
So places you brand yourself. I think this one's just you, right?
Yeah. Okay, so places that you can brand yourself, and it really falls in a lot of different categories. So online, for instance, social media profiles such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all of that stuff. You know, everybody sees what you're doing, and if you think people aren't watching you, believe me, they are. And the ones that you least expect are the ones that are watching you the most. Doing videos is a way of branding yourself. And why I emphasize videos is because people can hear your voice, they can see you, they can read your body language. Body language is a form of branding. Body language tells a whole lot. Doing live stream, same thing as a video. When you're doing live stream, people can see you, hear you, they can hear the tone in your voice. Webinars, the same thing. A lot of webinars, you don't see the person, but you can hear their tone. Blog posts, you know, what you're writing, people can pick up on body language when you're writing. Email lists, you know, building your list is extremely important, and a lot of people don't understand what building your list means. But when you're writing your email list and you're writing to your customers or your team or whoever it may be, you're consistently engaging in your branding yourself, because you're showing people that you're being consistent and you're trustworthy, because you're backing up and you're doing what you say you're going to do. So in public, you know, how about interviews, right? You have to brand yourself. You make yourself out to be a good person, and if you are, believe me, whoever's interviewing you is going to know. When you're on the phone, You know, people can pick up body language in your voice. You know, coworkers. You know, you want to get along with your coworkers, your team players. You need to get along with your team players, and friends and family, of course. So branding yourself is all about you and being that positive person and impacting others' lives.
Right. So another way of, because you know, a lot of people, this is the first time hearing branding, and how do I brand myself? What do I do? Branding is just you. It's the impression that you leave for people. That's your brand. So, think of it that way, as what kind of impression are you leaving when you walk away from a conversation, whether it's online or offline, in person, what impression are you leaving? And that's what they're going to see of you. That's what they're going to think of you, and that's what they're going to know you as. So so it's not like, branding yourself is not an overnight sensation. It takes a while. And think of when you meet a new friend. How long does it take you to start to trust that person? It takes a while to start to trust someone, and to make, to know that they're going to be a good friend or not. You can have lots of friends on Facebook, but you really don't know them. And when you start to know people, like Kristen and I have became, really good friends, and it's taken us, a pretty good while, probably what, 4-6 months or so, before we started actually, okay, we're going to work together.
Exactly.
Because we knew each other, we talked to each other, we seen each other's posts and communicated with each other, but we really didn't know each other. So it really takes time, and building a business takes time. A lot of people think, okay, well, I need such and such, by Christmas. I've seen a lot of those posts. I'm going to be very frank with you and very blunt, but those posts are crap. You cannot make a couple $1,000s in a few months or a few weeks, just when you're starting. When you're first starting, it's just not going to happen unless you know a lot of people that are just going to buy from you just because they're going to buy from you. Most of us don't know people that do that. So and creating your brand is forever evolving. You don't just you don't stay the same all the time, because you learn more, you develop more how do you say it?
Skills.
Yes, you develop more skills, you learn new things, you invest more into your self-development, stuff like that, to where you can actually come out and be a better person, a more helpful person, and stuff like that. So just remember that it's forever evolving. It's not something that you're just gonna, there's a stamp is gonna be stuck on your forehead and this is your brand forever. It's a thing that happens all the time, and it changes from day to day sometimes. And I think I covered that bottom part too. So the more you learn, the more you change, and the way that you deliver your information and present yourself. And then I put over here, because self-development is a must. And this book right here, I haven't read it, but everyone says that this book is a real good book to read for self-development and getting better at, I can't even talk right now.
Getting better at what you do.
Yes. So,
Go ahead.
So what exactly is branding, and how does it work for my business? Okay, and I put this, so number one, we're going to be talking about this. Kristen's going to be doing a little live demonstration on it, but your personal profile, and what does it say about you? And are you doing live videos? That's part of your your, sorry,
That's part of branding.
yes, and then your content. What are you putting out there? Is the stuff that you're putting out there, is it helpful? Your attitude. Are you positive or are you dramatic? You know, that makes a huge difference when people look at your profile to see if you're someone that they want to work with or buy from, or, you know, what have you. And then the last one I put is 100% be yourself. Don't try to be again. Don't try to be, you know, Eric Worre. Don't try to be, you know, whoever. Be yourself. You can learn from these people. You can follow them. You can emulate what they're doing, but be you. Don't, you know, this is not a talent audition. You know what I mean?
Not a contest.
Right. So a lot of people say, what is content and how do I create some? Sale posts, is that content?
Yep.
Sharing results to your product or service?
Absolutely.
Posting company photos, showing products, or talking about benefits of your product or service? Educating people on your products or service. So I put all these questions because, you know, sale posts are okay sometimes, but you know, once in a while, like say your company is having this awesome sale and your company is very specific on what kind of pictures and stuff like that you can post, and that's okay, but don't copy and paste, you know, the wording. Use your own wording. You can use their pictures because, you know, a lot of times, like I said, they're pretty, some of them are strict about what you can post. So if you have to use their pictures, use your own wording. And when you're sharing results, you know, share real results. Don't, you know, when people zoom in on pictures, you can tell if they've been altered. So be sure that the pictures that you're sharing come from you or people that you know or people that you trust, because if you're just grabbing them from, you know, Joe Blow that works in the same company, that picture, you don't know if that's an authentic picture or not. So just be sure that you're, oops, I'm dropping my light shade. Oh, forget it. So people know, and if you get caught doing that, then they're not going to trust you. So just be sure that the stuff that you're putting out there is real and it's authentic.
Exactly.
And over here I put some ways that you can create some content in video. You can do live video. When you do live video, you can, you know, you can talk about just introducing yourself. You can get on there and just be yourself. Talk about you. Talk about, you know, if you're into health and wellness, you can talk about this awesome smoothies. You know, give recipes and stuff like that. You know, there's a whole lot of ways of doing things rather than just doing company sale posts. You know, you don't want to be an infomercial. There's a commercial, and I wish I wanted to cite it in here. I wanted to put the picture, but there's a commercial that reminds me of attraction marketing, and it's a perfect example of what attraction marketing is. There's a man, he's a salesman, and he is selling those things that go around your neck, like if you fall, you can push the button. And he's
right.
saying,
Those are the are they vibrators, or do they heat packs or something?
They notify the police or the ambulance, like if for older people.
Oh, life alert.
Yes, something like that. So
okay.
So he's selling one of those things, and his mom's on there. She's an older lady, but yet she's being herself, and she's talking about the benefits of it. And you know, they kind of go back and forth. And I was telling my husband, this is a perfect example of attraction marketing and what to do and what not to do. Even though infomercials, that's what they do. But this lady came on, and she was, you know, she was showing Anyway, it would have been an awesome parody kind of thing. So if you look at that, next time you see a commercial, just remember that the older lady is the attraction marketing lady person, and the salesman is the person that you don't want to be on social media. So anyway,
That's right.
So video, you can do company videos. You know, if your company put out a video on you know, a new thing that's coming out, or you know, they're launching something new, you know, you can use those, but put your own wording to it. If you do a YouTube video, you know, same thing. You can post a YouTube video that talks about whatever you're doing, but put your own words on it, and you know, put your own spin to it, and just reference the video. Your Facebook profile, live videos. Here we go again with the live videos. It's so important. So this kind of stuff is what should be on your Facebook. You should have some live videos on there. You should have some lifestyle posts on there. And I've got some samples in here of that. And then motivational posts are okay too. You know, but just don't do a whole lot of, you know, just copy and paste, or, you know, sharing. You know, have your own stuff in there too. And so think of, in order to get content, think of your post as the cover. Like, say this is what you're gonna get, and then whoops, and then the meat and potatoes as the inside, right? And then the back cover is the summary. So you can go to any bookstore, at the grocery store even, and get content, for free. Open up a magazine. In front of the magazine, it tells you what's inside, right? So that's kind of how you want to be. You want to be the cover of the magazine. You want them to know what's inside, and then give them the information. I hope that made sense.
It does. It does. Perfect sense. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And then I kept this was in our slides, and this is a perfect example of a lifestyle post. So if you have a couple kids, you went to the beach or whatever, I lost my cursor, there it is. You know, people love that. Then, you know, you get a lot of engagement on lifestyle posts.
Yeah, you do. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I put, people love to see the actual person and what their life is all about through video, photos, and being a little vulnerable and uncomfortable. That's what's going to do it. You've got to be a little bit vulnerable, a little bit uncomfortable, because if you're not being uncomfortable, then you're not doing it right. So do things that are uncomfortable, because that's what will get you to rise above the others in your news feed. And it's important to stand out above all the social media noise, because everyone's out there doing the same thing, right?
Right.
So we have to do things that are different in order to catch someone's eye. If you have to put on a stupid hat, or some crazy glasses, or, you know, whatever, you know, honestly, just, you know, do what you got to do to get yourself out there and be seen. And and that's what it's all about. And this right here is my daughter.
She's pretty.
Thank you. This is when she was pregnant, and she did some photos. So this is one of my lifestyle posts that I posted on my page, and I got tons of engagement on it. So so just be yourself. People love to see you and your family. They want to see that you're real, and they want to see that that you may be someone that they can relate to. And also, you know, like I said, lifestyle posts get a lot of engagement. So if you're getting no engagement on your posts, then you're not having communication with people.
Mhm.
The salesy posts, you know, buy my product, you know, it's you know, get it now, it's $20, here's the link. If you look at your page, other people's page, your news feed, whatever, those kind of posts, pay attention to them, because unless it's that person and their friends that are in the same group of, you know, the same business posting on it, other than that, there is no engagement, there's no communication, because, you know, it just, there isn't. It just doesn't work that way. People don't like that. So you need to get to know people as much as possible to build trust. And, you know, when you put yourself, this is vulnerable for me to put my kids and stuff out there. So, but
Well, and you know, Tina, what you were talking about, where you're putting your posts and stuff like that, that goes for inboxes and chats.
yes,
Unless someone asks for it, don't connect with somebody and then automatically throw your link in there,
exactly.
because you're not branding yourself that way.
Right. Your brand. Well, when people do that, I was going to say that too. When we were talking about it earlier, you're not branding yourself. You're branding your company.
Mhm.
You know. So, and it's you. It's your business. It may be their products, but it's your business. So don't brand them. They're already branded. You need to brand yourself.
Right.
So think about what people want to know you for. So here's some examples. Like, say the Avon lady, you know, that would be, you know, that's a brand. That's what people would know someone for. The skincare go-to person, say, hey, you know what? I've got some problem with my skin. Oh, hey, so-and-so knows a lot about that. Let's get in touch with her or him. Health and fitness, same thing. Irritating salesperson. That's not what you want to be known for, because you're not going to get nowhere that way. You know, do you want to be known for the person that people can come to for help or for answers? You know, of course we do, right? So this is what I put: the best is yet to come, because this is a new year. You know, we've got a new beginning, and to me, I'm saying, let's get it.
That's right.
So where do I find my target audience? So number one, you want to find people looking for your particular product or service. Not everyone is a prospect. Get that out of your head right now. Skincare people. Just because people have skin does not make them a prospect.
Yeah.
Weight loss and health and wellness people. Just because people are overweight or could use it to lose a few pounds, or they seem like they're, you know, maybe they're not healthy, or they're, you know, they're posting about an issue that they're having, don't spam them, because they are not they know what you have. They know what you have. If they are on your Facebook page, they know what you have. So, not everybody's a prospect. So you have to find people that are looking for your particular service. And at the bottom, like Kristen said a minute ago, do not cold message people. And if you don't know what cold message people means, that means that you've never talked to them before, you've never communicated with them, you've never nothing, and you just popped in their message box and said, hey, check out my, and you know, they write a whole paragraph, and then at the end they've got their link, and you've never even heard from them before. You know, that's totally not cool. That's, you know, you're going to get ignored, and you've lost that person forever, because unless they come back and they realize that they did something wrong, or what we do, because we train people, what we do is we will talk to them. Most of the time when you talk to someone and show them what they're doing wrong, they block you. But if they don't, they actually want help, then you can help them. So that's that. And this is what people feel like when they're getting cold messages, or that because like I said, not everybody's a prospect. Not everybody may need what you have, but they don't necessarily want it.
That's right.
Oh, I guess that was it. That was the last one, my friend.
All right, cool. I think what I'm going to do is go over some profiles and share. I had some great people that volunteered that would allow me to show their profiles. So I'm going to show the difference between branding and spamming, and being positive and not being positive. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen.
You're welcome to use my page too.
Okay.
You can critique my page. I haven't been on there in a while.
Alrighty. Do you see my Facebook?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let me go on my page. Well, let's go to Tina's first. Okay. So when you're doing your Facebook and you're setting it up, perfect example right here. Picture with a smile, a lifestyle picture in the background. For those of you that don't know, she lives across the country from me, so this to her is a lifestyle picture. Okay, she's got the sky, and they have beautiful sunsets where she's at. So this is a perfect example of lifestyle. So you want to have lifestyle and a nice profile picture. Don't put up a newspaper picture or a picture of a bear or whatever, your dog. People want to see who you are, okay? And if you don't have a profile picture, chances are people aren't going to accept your friend request. Because sometimes I will accept people that don't have a picture and kind of coach them to do it. But if they won't do it, that's on them. So let's see. Well, my truck is dead again. That's what happens when you don't leave your house. Well, that's lifestyle. So, and you see Tina's got some engagement going on, and she can throw this post back out into Facebook world by hitting like, if she hasn't already. This lady says, Happy New Year, miss your face. So that's obviously one of her viewers. This is one of her crazy pictures right here, but I like it. This right here, I'm going to say it's between lifestyle and results, because we're sharing what we know and what works and what doesn't work. So right here, she's, talking about the webinar, and she's inviting people. This little guy, who's this, Tina?
That's my my middle daughter, and Zona is the light colored dog, and Tinker is the little black dog, and Tinker, we don't have Tinker anymore, but yeah, she was sleeping on the couch with dogs.
Okay, so this is definitely lifestyle, their daughter. And
my granddaughter.
Okay, this is her granddaughter, so that's lifestyle. This guy's right here is results, MLSP is an awesome, awesome community. If you're not familiar with it, they really help. They do free webinars every single Wednesday night, and they have a great training platform. And if you have any questions, please ask Tina about it, because it is great and it will help you jumpstart ahead. It helped me big time. Oops.
That's my youngest daughter.
Okay. Oh, okay. And she's talking about Donald Trump. I'm going to skip that one, because I don't believe in putting politics on your profile, but some people do. So.
No, it's not.
All right.
Kristen, it's actually it's at here. Let me turn my. It's actually it's supposed to be about, you know, a political thing, and then people click on it. It's actually a virus, so that's why I put it up there, because you know all the political stuff that's been going on, people are going to be clicking on, you know, stuff like that. So it's actually a virus if you click on that one certain thing.
Now, see, people like me, I don't pay attention when I see, you know, names like that. I keep scrolling. So I'm glad you said something, because I would have never paid attention, and I probably would have clicked on it if I saw him getting arrested or thought I was going to.
Exactly.
So here's Tina and her youngest daughter. And this is someone that's posted their page on her wall. And this is another lady. She's really cool and this is a really good way of branding, as a matter of fact. She made a video and she sends it out to all her new contacts. I've gotten one from her. And she just thanks you for connecting with her. And really, guys, that really makes you stand out, because how many people do you see doing this? Not very many. So, I mean, how hard is it to make a quick 2-minute, 1-minute video and say, hey, my name's so-and-so, thank you for connecting with me, you know, that kind of thing.
Exactly.
I saw this video right here, and I thought this was the cutest. This is her granddaughter dancing, and I mean, she was getting down too. Look at her leg.
We got the it's a singing app, you know, so she loves it. Karaoke.
I saw that, and that's definitely cute. That's lifestyle. And see, the Facebook lives, you can see how many views versus posts. You can't really tell how many have actually liked or seen the post or actually really read it. But the views, you can see how many views, which is great. There she is again. And this is Tina and her husband, and it looks like her 2 daughters.
Yeah,
am I right?
My youngest,
And right here is really great. Tina gives out a lot of tips about makeup and how to do makeup and skincare. She's awesome. As a matter of fact, we were doing that the other night. She was giving me some great tips. She's just great. Awesome when it comes to that. So Tina has a lot of value on her page and positive things on her page. And that's what, you know, attracts people to her. Alrighty. I'm just going to run through mine real fast. I won't go long into it. Okay, so I've got my picture up here, and this is, of course, it looks like just a waterfall. But honestly, this is a waterfall at Hanging Rock in the mountains here in North Carolina. It's about 30 minutes from me. This is actually where I got engaged. And you can't see down here, but down here it's like a, it's probably ankle high of water. And then over here is a bunch of rocks. It's just in a very isolated area. So that's where I got engaged at. This right here I posted, as a matter of fact, before the, when the webinar got started, about the webinar, and gave the link. I did a live feed video inviting people to come. And as you can see, I got 33 views and 2 likes. And I try to keep the post out by liking it. This picture I took of myself today, I was at someone's house and they have a fence, so I kind of squatted down and took a picture of myself. And here's another picture I took of myself. And again, I said happy Thursday, make today count. Another live feed I did this morning about branding and about when people spam you. And I was actually talking about when people throw links into the chat. This is a post that I put very early this morning. Got 16 likes on it. And let's see. This is a quote I saw somewhere. He says, if you want to become wealthy, you must think and act like a successful person. 69 people. Okay? This is when you start really getting yourself out. You're going to start getting more engagement. 22 likes right here. This is where I asked if I could, share some profiles here. Another live video I did. And as you can see, people are sharing it. And my aquarium. And that's lifestyle. 74 views, 14 likes. So that is another demonstration of a value and being positive and branding yourself. I'm going to go to my friend here. We work together with Jim Nora. And I'm kind of helping him out a little bit with his profile. He needs more of a lifestyle background, as you can see right here. And he's got a quote right here. And if you kind of pay attention, he doesn't have a lot of engagement going on. I don't know how many friends he has. You are always strong, stronger than you think. See, now this was yesterday at 5:45 p.m. And then he posted yesterday. He hasn't posted anything today. Okay, and he's wondering why he's not getting any engagement and he's not getting himself out there. This right here, this I don't agree with. I don't like this because leave that off, especially this word. Okay, and I'm going to show you. He's got an engagement. Apparently, that's a family member.
Some people relate to that, but you really have to get to know people in order to relate that way. But to meet people right off the bat, no, that's not.
Yeah, you really have to be careful with stuff like that. So, he's got some posts, but as you can see, he does not have a lot of engagement whatsoever. So there's an example of not branding yourself.
Well, he's branding himself. It's just not in the way he wants to.
Right, right. All right, this is a really nice guy. His name's Brian. I've talked to him a time or two. I used his profile in my training the other night. He allowed me to. So here he's got a Facebook Live. I'm going to go ahead and like it because, hey, you know what? Anyone that does a Facebook Live, you're great. You're great. You're stepping out of a huge comfort zone. This I don't agree with at all. And as you can see, he's the only one that has liked the post. That's lifestyle, that's sports, but again, he's not getting a lot of engagement. The force after a good workout is strong with all of us. Okay, so that's lifestyle. But again, he's not getting enough engagement. 2 people. Again, this has to be, somebody posted that. I don't know what this is. Here is a lifestyle someone posted to his page. So you see, he doesn't have a whole lot of engagement going on. Even posting these old floppy disks. I mean, really, I mean, people, I don't know. This right here, this needs to go. It's product. I don't know if he's still in this company or not, but don't post your product pictures. That is a company, so someone must be in that company that posted it on his profile. And guys, don't let people post their company on your profile. So that's just an example of his. He's not really, he's branding, but he's not doing enough, and he's not getting enough engagement out. Do one more person. Okay, this girl right here, I've been helping a little bit too. Now, she was all for me showing her profile because she said she needed pointers and help. So let's see if she's done anything. The beginning is near. I would still do more of a lifestyle. She's got a good picture right here. Let's see, as you can see, she hasn't done anything today, and then people wonder why they don't have any. It's because they're not building that authority. They're not being consistent, and you have to be consistent to build that authority. This is a prayer. This is about focusing on your energy, not on fighting the old, but building the new. So that's lifestyle. If you know who this is, you're old. Remember Elf? I love Elf. He was good. Think positive, and positive things will happen. Yes, that's definitely. Don't quit, suffer now, and live the rest of your life as a champion. So, you know, stuff like that's okay. Tina was saying to post stuff like this. She's posting a little consistent about it.
Yeah, not her own stuff.
Exactly. So this is another example of someone that really needs to be branding more. She's got a lot of quotes up, I guess, just trying to get things out there and get her name circling around. But that's really not enough, and you see she's not getting engagement. So guys, I hope this has helped and showed you how to get more engagement out. Another way, I'm going to show you one more thing. Another way to really get your name out and brand yourself at the same time, go to birthdays. Okay? Everybody has a birthday, and you can easily click on birthdays, and you can, you know, write on their posts. And I've already done this, I think, but earlier. So, you know, just write on their wall, say happy birthday. And, you know, a lot of people, everybody likes that. You know, we all like that when it's our birthday. So it's another way to brand yourself, be polite, be nice, and get yourself out there.
Yeah.
So I hope that helps.
Another thing about that, birthdays, is I heard one guy saying someone made I guess you could make a video, a birthday video for someone in their message box. And he put on his wall, he said, "Thank you so much for that. That really was unique, and it was very special to him, you know." So, you know, anything like that, you know, if you have the guts to do a little birthday video saying happy birthday, you know, do that, because people like that, and they can actually see you and see that you're sincere when you say happy birthday. It's not just a generic happy birthday, you know.
Yeah, and they're gonna remember you by that.
Exactly.
When they see your name pop up in their news feed, they're gonna remember you by that, and they're honestly gonna watch you and follow you. So yeah, that's a great example, Tina.
Right.
Example.
And you know, and another good thing to do is even if you don't really necessarily post per se, like it anyway. You know, not, you know, you don't have to like the salesy post, because then someone's going to spam you. But if you know, if you've got stuff, you know, coming through your news feed of your friends or whatever, just like them, because it helps their stuff come through, you know, the news feed more, and it helps the algorithms, and then you'll see more of their stuff. They'll see more of your stuff. So even if you are not real close with them, but you know, if you start liking their stuff, they will start seeing more of your stuff. So that's
Exactly.
kind of how that works. You know, even if you just pop in and say, hey, you know, or cool picture, or, you know, whatever, you know, just some kind of communication, and then they know, oh, hey, you know, they're actually looking at my stuff, you know. And people remember your name for that too.
Exactly. Good point.
So,
Good point. Yep.
so,
That's always to brand yourself and get yourself out there, and guys, help people out and not expect anything in return.
right.
Don't.
Yes.
Because once you start helping people a couple times, guess what? They're going to come back, and you're going to become the go-to person. And that's what this is all about. It's helping each other.
Exactly. And, you know, a lot of business building is word of mouth. It's word of mouth. You know, they may see a bunch of posts, and you know, I've bought from people I didn't know, because, and actually I'm using skincare from a person, I bought it from a person I didn't even know, because another friend of mine said that she was super nice and she was an awesome person, and I bought from her. It does happen. It's not often, but it does, you know. But, you know, word of mouth. Because she trusted her, and I trusted my friend, so, you know, there you go.
Yeah, and where we're on the computer, you know, you have to do pictures and live videos and all of that, because it's the only way people are going to really get to know you.
Right.
Instead of just posting and hiding behind a computer.
Exactly. You know, I've even got on here with new makeup and stuff like that. You know, people like, you may be, that's what I mean about being uncomfortable. You know, I've made myself come on, you know, with no makeup or anything, and said, hey, you know, I don't care. Today's my bum day. So, you know, but people enjoy that, because you're actually being real, you know. Everybody has bum days. I get on here sometimes on our webinars, and I'll tell Kristen, I'm in my pajamas, you know. I'm not today, but we, you know, it's just like, you know, we can, because we work from home, right? We can wear our pajamas.
Yeah. Okay, see, I have my shirt on. Okay, you ready for this? Now, see, this is part of stepping out of your comfort zone, right? See what I'm wearing?
There you go.
So, you know.
Well, I don't have pajamas on, but I've got the shirt and I've got my leggings. Always the leggings and the long socks.
Yep. So you know,
yeah.
As long as your top is covered, you're good.
Yeah.
Okay, so next week we're gonna do part 2 of branding, because there's a lot of areas to cover in branding. And this is really where you start in your business. So next week is part 2, and I will get the link out to everybody and get it to Tina so she can go ahead and put it out on her list. So guys, it's 10 o'clock. We're gonna wrap up, and we will see you.
One more thing, really. When people are talking about their target audience, you know, when they don't know where to look, go to a page that, you know, like a successful person's page. If you're into health and wellness, what is that? Julian, whatever her name is. You know, go to someone's page like that, and like and comment on people's comments on successful people's pages, because then in return, when you do that, that person's going to get a notification, so and so liked your comment, or so and so commented on your comment, or replied to your comment, however it comes up, and they will, in return, they will go to look at your profile, and then, you know, either, you know, if they like what they see, then they can follow you, or, you know, vice versa. You can even contact people that way and say, hey, I saw you on so and so's page. I just thought you'd be a great person to connect with. How are you doing? My name's Tina. I would just I'm in the same industry or whatever, you know, and I'd really like to connect with new people and learn new things or whatever. And that's how you can that's how you find your target audience.
Right. We can show examples next week too in the part 2.
Okay, awesome.
That'll work. That'll work. So,
yeah. So
anything else?
So next week is just going to be part 2, and that's going to be on your YouTube. You're doing the hosting next week.
Yep, I'll get the link. I'll get it to you, and I'll get it out to my people.
As my granddaughter says.
I get this.
Oh.
Dab. All right, so I'll get the link to you. We'll do branding part 2, and we'll do part of it. We'll do examples of finding, connecting with successful people and finding your target audience.
Awesome.
Sound good?
Awesome.
Alrighty.
Stop this broadcast.